Welcome back to another Legacy League video with Doomsday vs Mono Black Scam. Hex will be on the play, keeping 6 cards, and Evan kept 7. See, Hex lead off with a Swamp and a Thoughtseize, and Evan will have a Doomsday, a Ponder, Edge of Autumn, Ideas Unbound, Dark Ritual, and a LED. So, looks like Hex is probably going to take the Doomsday if I were him. If he took the Dark Ritual, that would still leave Evan available to play the Doomsday later on, and of course he just draws another one right off the top. No big deal. LED. We'll see how he can play this. He doesn't quite have enough to go that route yet. I believe he could. Oh, he drew a Thoughtseize, not another Doomsday. Sorry, they're both Japanese. Alright, discontinue that. Looks like Hex has a Liliana Walker of the Dead, a Dothy Voidwalker, a Wasteland, and an Unknown to the right. Not entirely sure what that is. Sorry about the camera focus there. Not quite sure why I did that. But we'll see how this goes. I think yeah. Maybe that's a Bowmaster. I'm not quite sure. I think that actually may be a Bowmaster. Hex will Wasteland the Underground Sea. I'm surprised Evan didn't cycle his Edge of Autumn to draw another card. Since he was going to lose it anyway, there's another Wasteland. Another Thoughtseize. Swamp, and to an Oppo Agent. And that pretty much locks up this game, I believe. Evan can't cast Doomsday. If he finds a fetch land he can't fetch, he's going to play Dothy Voidwalker and pass the turn. That's 8 cards in hand. He'll have to go to discard here if he continues this game. I don't think he has too many options here. Nope, Evan's going to wrap it up, and we'll see you guys in game number 2. Welcome back to game number 2. Evan will be on the play. Both players have kept 7 cards. See how Evan leads this off. He's going to cycle a Street Wraith to start off with. Draw a card. Looks like it's a Thoughtseize or a Doomsday. Those darned old alt art cards will always get me fooled. But we'll see if he has a turn 1 Dark Ritual into a Doomsday. Now, he has a Shieldred in his hand as well, which is a nice plus. Just going to tank on this for just a second, see where he goes from here. Alright, so we got a Bayou. Doomsday's adopted green. There's a Dark Ritual for Veil of Summer, which is really good. And then, yes, he does have the Doomsday. There's correct art to your right. This is going to be sped up times 20 to make this more bearable, while Evan picks which 5 cards he's going to stack his deck with, and then we'll resume normal play. Alright, back to normal play. Hex will lead off on a Chalice on 0, hoping to either hit an LED or a Petal, and he's going to Wasteland the Bayou. That seems pretty good start for Hex. We'll see how Evan responds to it. He does have a Misty Rainforest, which means he probably has another land card in the deck. Let's see what he does here. Oh, that is that same card that we saw last game, and I still don't know what it is. Actually, no, I still don't know what that is. Evan was willing to force a will, though, so it must have been important. Evan has the island, 3 cards. He has the... It's like he has a Shieldred and a Dark Ritual, which isn't a bad place to be. He fetches one of the lands that he still has in his deck. Just pass him back to Hex. We'll see what he has here. Hex will play another Swamp and Thoughtseize Evan. That's a Dark Ritual, and a Shieldred. So the Dark Ritual will go. Hex will pass back. Evan passes back again. I guess Evan maybe is just slow rolling on the draws here. Maybe it's a non-basic that he drew and he didn't want to play into a wasteland. And he'll draw the Oracle next turn. Alright. The blue Edge of Autumn. This allows him to float a blue, sack it, land, draw a card. He'll play Underground and Thassa's Oracle. And that will be it for game number 2. We'll see you guys in game number 3. Welcome back to game number 3. Hex has kept 7, Evan has kept 6, and Hex will be on the play. Hex will lead off on a Swamp and a Thoughtseize, and we'll see what Evan has here. It's like it's 2 Ponders, a Veil of Summer, a Cabal Ritual, Brainstorm, and a Polluted Delta. It's not a very strong start for the Doomsday pilot, but it does allow him to cantrip into a couple different options. We'll see Hex take the Cabal Ritual, and Evan will take his draw. He'll fetch. We'll see if he's going to play around Wasteland and get a basic here, or if he's going to just go for the duel and hope he doesn't have it. Alright, well, he's going to go with the basic island here. I'll probably see him lead off on a Ponder first, since he doesn't have another fetch land and he doesn't want to Brainstorm lock himself. So we'll see what he hits here. So a Misty, a Thassa's Oracle, and an LED. Alright, so he's going to probably put the Oracle on the bottom, Misty second, and then LED. He can go ahead and play the LED now without much, having to worry much about Artifact Hate from Hex. So we'll see what he does here, and he'll pass the turn back to Hex. We have one unknown card in Evan's hand we're not too sure about. 2 mana from Hex. He's going to play a Chalice on 1. We'll see a Daze from Evan here, and back over to him to draw. So an island, another Ponder, still have that Thassa's Oracle, another Ponder, and a Force of Will, which will be good if he needs to fend off anything else from Hex here. So Hex on his 3rd land passes back. Evan draws. He has the Misty in his hand, so he can Brainstorm and shuffle away anything he doesn't want at this point. So we'll see what he does here. Imagine it's probably, oh, okay, it's going to be a pass. Well, I guess with 3 open mana, you don't really want to Brainstorm and then fetch into a opposition agent. So I definitely see where he's coming from on that. End of turn, we'll Brainstorm. That'll allow him to draw 3. There's another, his 3rd land, and a Doomsday. He does have the Force in hand, so he could put 2 back here, keeping a blue card for Force, as well as the Doomsday, attempt to fetch, and Force of Will the opposition agent, and see if that is what Hex is up to here. He's going to put the Veil of Summer back. That makes sense. Okay. Well, he's really thinking hard about this. He does put the Veil back. He'll go to his turn, untap, and let's see if he wants to fetch. Alright, no opposition agent there from Hex, so Evan's good to move on getting another land. There's no wasteland out at the moment, so he does get a trop, so not sure why he's getting a trop here. I guess for the Veil of Summer, and he's going to draw, play an Underground, and I'm not sure what he's trying to play here. maybe just a Ponder, and we'll see where he goes from here. Shieldred, another Doomsday, and it looks like another Veil of Summer. Or Abrupt Decay. That's an Abrupt Decay. Alright, just going to shuffle that away. I guess he's looking for probably a Dark Ritual here for his Doomsday that he has. We're going to see a fresh card off the top. It's an Edge of Autumn. Passes back to Hex. Hex has a Bowmaster now and a Fetch. Evan with a Polluted Delta and a Misty Rainforest. Oh no, sorry, a Verdant Catacomb. Alright. There's a second black source. And he's going to Edge of Autumn, the second black source, a floating of black to draw another card. Hex will play a Bowmaster in response. So 1 damage will go to Evan, and then once the Edge of Autumn resolves, Evan will take another damage if this Bowmaster resolves. Alright, so the Bowmaster does resolve, 1 damage to Evan, and then a 2nd damage to Evan off the Bowmaster. Did find the Dark Ritual. Alright, wow. And then Doomsday. Hex will fetch in response. Going after another swamp, I'd assume. And we should see, I don't know how many cards are in Hex's hand at the moment. It's either a Dark Ritual into an Oppo agent, or it's going to be a Shadow of the Doubt. So, Shadow of Doubt. So that would stop him from being able to search his library with Doomsday. That's going to get forced. Evan will take 1 damage from that, going down to 14. A few moments will be sped up.
What's the difference between 3 cooks and a joke? What? Abby can't take a joke.
I'm on your team!
Oh, different Abby.
Evan should be just about done here organizing his library. He does accidentally put his Polluted Delta back into his exile, which he realizes in just a moment, and he'll dig that back out. You can see him clearly pick it up by accident, and he'll scroll through to find it. He explains it over to Hex. Hex is cool with it, and we continue on. So let's see if Evan can do anything here now that there's 2 Bowmasters out and his life total is low. So attacks for 3 here. And then Hex will play a Chalice on 2, which will basically stop Evan from casting Thoughtless Oracle. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.